Hey y'all, it's Ashley Bookishram and I'm back with another video. Today I'm here to do my June reading wrap up stats, and I've never done this before. I've been doing the weekly wrap ups, which makes it easier for me to talk longer about the books that I'm reading, and especially if I've had like a week where I've read or listened to a lot, this just makes my life less complicated. But I do want to do an overall wrap up and give you guys some idea of exactly what I've read and how I rated each thing, what my average rating was, the number of stars, the number of pages I've read, my average reading, and also what star rating I gave each book, as well as how much I've read of what specific genre. So what I can already tell you about this is that I literally only have 4 physical copies of the books that I read in June. That means I read a whole lot from the library. I read a whole lot through like e-arcs that I was getting from publishers. So that explains why I only have 4 copies. That also tells me that I need to start reading from all of this back here. Like all of that stuff, all of that needs to be read, because a lot of the stuff that I do own is not read, and I'm wanting to change that a lot, and then that will better able me to justify not reading, like reading so much from the library. I mean, I work at the library, y'all, so it's kind of hard for me not to read from the library, because a lot of books that I want to read, like I can't afford to buy right now, or I just, I just don't want to buy them, and sometimes it's easier for me to read a book from the library and then purchase it later. I've done that with a lot of books. I'll read a book from the library, and if I like it and it's something that I want to reread, I'll purchase a copy later on down the road. So, but I need to fix this. I gotta start reading more from my collection. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm going to list out each book that I read, and then I'll give you the star rating of each book. So the first book that I read was Cherishing the Goddess by Lucy Eden. I gave this 5 stars. It's probably one of my favorite books of the month. And this one was given to me by the publisher for review. The next book that I read was Busy Ms. Lizzie by David Shannon. I gave this 3 stars, and this was a picture book that I checked out from the library. Next, I read Leave Me Alone by Vera Brosgol. This was another picture book that I checked out from the library, and I gave this one 4 stars. After that, I picked up Binti by Nydia Okorafor, and I ended up giving this one 4 stars. And I read Billy Blue is Stuck in Goo by Jennifer Hamburg, and I gave that one 3 stars. Freedom in Congo Square by Carol Weatherford, and I gave that one 5 stars. Here Comes the Sun by Nicole Benes-Den, and I gave this one 4 stars. Bitterroot Volume 1 by David F. Walker, and I gave that one 4 stars. I also read Charlie and Frog, The Bony Hand by Karen Kane, and I gave that 4 stars. The Sun is also starred by Nicola Yoon, 4 stars. A is for Elizabeth, and Big Mouth Elizabeth, both written by Rachel Vale, and I gave both of these 4 stars. The Duff by Cody Keplinger, which I gave 2 stars. Ice Cream Man Volume 2 by W. Maxwell Prince, 3 stars. Book Boyfriend by Claire Kingsley, 3 stars. The Walking Dead Volume 2, Malice Behind Us by Robert Kirkman, 4 stars. And finally, What Happens in Vegas by Shane Gray, 2 stars. So in the month of June, I ended up reading 17 books, which is pretty good. I'm trying to get that number to be significantly higher, but 17 is not a bad amount considering I do work full time and I'm pregnant. So, I'm just trying to outdo myself, apparently. As far as the number of pages read, I read a total of 2,182 pages. My average rating was a 3.4. And as far as the categories are concerned, I ended up reading, and I'm pulling my laptop over because I can't really see it from that angle, and all the stats are on my laptop, which is ridiculous because I should have grabbed my laptop. So as far as what I read across genre, I read 1 middle grade book, 5 adult books, 4 picture books, 2 YA, 3 manga slash comics, and 2 children's. I was very surprised by this because typically I don't read a lot of adult. I've been trying to get super better about that, about diversifying my own reading as it pertains to genre, and I've been pushing myself to read more adult. So I was very happy to see that I have been reading a lot more adult. So 5 adult books is really good, and I was shocked that I only read 2 YA the entire month. Very surprising, but then again, not very surprising at the same time. Depends on who you talk to when it comes to me. But anyway, y'all, so those are my total stats and information as it relates to my June wrap up. I'm hoping to read, like I said, a little bit more in July. So far, I think I've only completed maybe 2 things in July thus far, but that's okay. I think this week coming up will be the week where I really push to get a lot more done. So as always, if you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content from me, make sure you click the subscribe button and the bell for notifications. If you're interested in following me on social media, all my links will be down in the description box. I will also leave the reviews for the books that I've written reviews to on my blog, and also I did a review of The Duff by Cody Keplinger. I will leave that video link down in the description box if anyone is interested in viewing that as well. Bye.